Well, aloha, y'all. This is Miss Chantel Boucher here with Believers in Business Social. And we have one of our wonderful sponsors here with us, Debbie Watson from Team Watson Redeemers. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome, Chantel. So glad that we got to spend some time on Monday night together. It was amazing.
Yes, it was so much fun. And it was a lot of different people there from the last event too, as well. I was really excited to see that.
Yes, there were, most definitely.
So I wanted you to have an opportunity to, I know a lot of people weren't able to come that wanted to because it was sold out. They weren't able to purchase tickets. So I wanted to at least give you an opportunity to talk a little bit about yourself, what your business does, what makes you unique, because I feel like it is very unique. So
Right.
take it away.
Okay, awesome. Well, again, Debbie Watson with Team Watson Redeemers. Honestly, we developed that name because we see in the world today. I've been in finance industry for over 13 years, and my husband and I were actually clients first. And I learned that there's so many concepts out there that we just weren't taught, and we were super far behind. So we had a lot of ways to catch up. And so I saw that there is a cancer of illiteracy out there, and we're here to redeem people by fostering financial literacy and teaching that to everyone, no matter where you come from.
Mhm.
So I help families put a complementary financial plan together, giving them education on tax breaks, on eliminating debt, on how to build their credit. I can help them with wills to make sure that they're protecting it, teach them what life insurance is honestly about, which is income protection, and then actually setting up their road to getting financially independent through mutual funds. Older people, it might be annuities, set plans for your self employed. So I help families in all areas, but what makes me unique is I don't just help them and then I'm gone. I am their financial coach to help them throughout the whole process. When I looked at our debt, we were going to be not debt free for 40 years. That put me in my 90s, which really wasn't really exciting to me. And with the debt stacking concept, it went from 40 years to 16 years. And we are on track to have
Oh,
everything out of debt. But now I'm actually helping others do the same thing. And it's so rewarding to give them hope. Just met with a young lady yesterday that
mhm.
was just didn't know where to turn. And just a few tweaks, it gave her so much hope. And she was just so thankful. And
Ye-
then she goes out and refers people because I don't pay for advertisement. It's all referral based of doing what's right by them, and they turn around and help you back.
Yeah, and I think it's really great the style in which you do it too as well. And traditional advertising does have its place, but a lot of the times when it comes to people's personal funds and personal information,
Right.
it's really relationship based. And
Exactly.
I think that's probably what attracted to you to be a sponsor for an event like this, because this
Mhm.
isn't just some kind of digital thing. Uh,
Right.
it's making those human connections with people, getting able people to get comfortable with you and see your lifestyle. Debbie is one of the most kindest people. I have to tell all of you out there. She is so sweet. I do have to
Ah,
say, you have such a sweet spirit about you. And people, like I said, they want to go to somebody that they can trust. What do you feel
yes.
like? So how long have you been doing this for?
I've been doing this for 13 and a half years.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I started part time and became fully licensed, helping families mainly because I needed the extra income to make up in my shortage on retirement.
Sure.
But been full time for almost 7 years, and just love it because it is more about education. And to your point, I really do look at it as more relationship versus transactional, because the
Mhm.
transaction will help
Of
or
course.
come if they feel comfortable,
Yeah.
if you're helping them.
Yes,
So
absolutely. Absolutely. That's so wonderful to hear. And is there any kind of tips that you can maybe give somebody who is a business owner? And because a lot of the contacts and stuff that we have, I mean, these are a lot of business owners, and obviously they have
right.
and all these things. What is a top tip that you might give them, or a couple of things?
I think the biggest thing is if you give value to your employees by maybe you don't have a financial 401k for them, or maybe because you're a smaller business, or maybe you don't even have health insurance or all these things.
Sure.
Giving value, I do a complimentary financial wellness. So
Mm,
if you show them that you care and I come in and educate them for you,
mm-hmm.
then that gives you value because you really do care that you want them to help. And then I can set up those plans. I can start a Roth IRA as low as $50 a month that
Okay.
they can get on track, and I can
Mm.
help them with that life insurance that they won't have through a group policy. So I think that's, the biggest tip is just to show value to your employees by
Mm.
doing that. But of course, if you already have a 401k and things like that, I can help with that too. But it's more about the education, teaching them how to utilize their money. So why don't use that resource to show value to their employees?
I love that. I love that. And so I'd like you to touch a little bit. I believe you have a podcast
I
out.
do, and that podcast is part of the Community Different. So it really, I co-host it. It's not my podcast, but what I love about it is we're highlighting community business owners, we're highlighting nonprofits, we're highlighting leadership when it comes to councilmen and all that. And it has been the most fun thing I've ever done. I mean, last week I had Mrs. Frisco, America, who is actually competing this weekend to represent Texas. Hopefully,
That's
she'll
awesome.
win and go on to represent America. But it's just amazing the people that I get to meet. And it really does make a difference in our community. Another thing with the podcast, the community difference donated and I won because I'm very competitive.
Oh,
So
I love it.
I was able to give a 4-day cruise to a nonprofit, Carson's Crusaders, out there, and they were able to use that for a raffle fundraiser.
Um,
And I found out last week they raised over $3,700 for their fundraiser.
um,
So that's what the podcast is doing, is changing our community one community at a time. So
that's
it's
awesome.
called the
And
Community Difference.
how do people find that information?
It's we're on we go live on Facebook, LinkedIn, we go YouTube, Spotify, they're all over. So it's called the Community Difference. There's one in Plano, Frisco, Wiley, and Rockwall now, but we're growing. So if there is anyone out there that is looking to uh, do the same thing, meet new people, and get their businesses out there and wants to be a co-host, we're looking for more co-hosts and
Oh,
hosts. So the Community Difference.
nice. Thank you so much for that. And then now let's move on to the event. Let's talk about
Yes.
how that went on Monday.
It was so great. For one, I love being the sponsor because you don't have to track people down. They're tracking you down because they want to get a little star. But
Oh,
I connected with so many great people that actually have already reached out to me, and we're setting up follow-up times
I
and
love,
some very good synergy partners that
yes,
I think will really be able to work together. So, it was a great night,
yeah,
great food, great drinks, and just great meeting new people.
good. I'm so glad you had a wonderful time. Yes, I know there's quite a few people looking for you. And it's so funny because Debbie, let's see, she's my short sister. Okay. We're almost
Yep,
twins that way. So in a crowd of people, they're like, "Where's Debbie?" And it's so
I know.
funny because I'm like, it's these tall people asking me where you are, but
Exactly,
and this is
exactly.
not
Look for
throwing
the
any
little one.
shade. Short sisters unite.
Yes,
Just saying.
yeah.
I was like, well,
Well,
I
and
see her
two,
just
that
fine.
night,
I'm like, she's right there. It's
yeah. Well,
oh,
and that night too, I had the curly hair because it was humid, and in the picture it's straight. So it's like, okay, look for the curly, short hair girl.
it's so funny. But I'm so glad you had a wonderful time. I mean, there was just always what's nice, like you said, with the sponsors, there's always like a line of people waiting. So I love
Yes,
I love that.
yes.
Well, Debbie, are we going to see you at our next event?
Definitely. Hey,
Well,
I'm an all-time goer now for sure. I tell all my friends.
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. And just to remind everybody to in May, in observance of Memorial Day, because the last Monday does land on Memorial Day, we will not be having an event, but we will be going back in June, on June 24th, and it will be in Allen, location to be announced. So and,
Okay.
we do have a couple sponsor spots open. Believe it or not, after that event, I mean, we've had people signing up right away for
I
sponsorships.
bet.
So we just have a couple more left. And I was like, I didn't even start putting it out there yet, guys. But I'm really excited and so grateful, and I appreciate your support, Debbie. I really, really do. You have no idea. Anybody who participates in the event, I feel shocked every single time that people even have interest in doing it. If I could be honest, it's like, oh, but once you're there and the energy in the room is so good, and having you there, you're definitely a big part of that. So just thank you again, Debbie.
Oh,
Just
I appreciate that. And I appreciate your vision because a lot of the people that I invited that did join us last night
yeah.
or Monday night, excuse me, was because of your title, Believers in Business. And they really loved that. So I appreciate you too. And I was so glad that I got to be a part of it.
Yay. Thank you, thank you. And again, thank you to all for just checking us out and hearing what we have to say. And we look forward to seeing you at the next event. And you can go and register for the next event or even get inquiries about becoming a sponsor at believersinbusinesssocial.com. Thank you.
Sounds great. Bye, guys.